Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the most practical personal finance books ever written, Ramit Sethi's I Will Teach You to Be Rich. We're going to distill his entire system for building wealth into a super powerful 5-minute guide. Let's get right into it.
But first, let's start with a question to get us thinking. Take a second and think about the stories we tell ourselves about money. You know, those little phrases that pop into your head whenever you think about your finances. Do any of these sound familiar? Things like, you gotta stop spending money on lattes, or credit cards are a total scam. Maybe the stock market is just gambling. Or how about, you're just throwing money away on rent? If you're nodding along, you've been hit by what the book calls invisible scripts. So what are those? Well, they're the unconscious beliefs about money that we pick up as kids, from our family, from our friends, from society. They get passed down, and without us even realizing it, they drive our financial behavior today. And honestly, they're the source of so much guilt, paralysis, and just plain bad decisions. So, to break free from these scripts, Sethi says we have to challenge the biggest myth in all of personal finance. And that is budgeting. Yeah, that painful line-by-line tracking of every single coffee. For most of us, it just doesn't work. Instead, he offers a much more powerful alternative. Forget budgeting. Instead, let's create a conscious spending plan. This shifts the whole focus from restriction to intention. It's not about what you can't spend, it's about deciding where you want your money to go. And let's be clear, this is not about being cheap. Cheap people, they agonize over a $3 expense. They're always focused on saying no. A conscious spender, on the other hand, flips that whole script. They ask, what do I absolutely love spending money on? Then they cut costs mercilessly on the stuff they don't care about so they can spend extravagantly on the things they do. Guilt-free. So here's how the plan actually breaks down. You basically divide your take-home pay into 4 simple buckets. About 50 to 60% covers your fixed costs, rent, utilities, the essentials. A non-negotiable 10% goes straight into investments. Then another 5 to 10% is for your savings goals, like a vacation or a new car. And the rest, that 20 to 35%, that is your guilt-free spending money. Do whatever you want with it. No justifications needed. Okay, so that's the philosophy. But the real magic is in the system that makes all of this happen automatically. And to do that, you only need to focus on 2 things the book calls big wins. These are the critical moves that give you the absolute biggest results. Big win number 1 is to automate your wealth. This is all about going on offense, not playing defense. So instead of reacting to bills at the end of the month, you set up a system where your money automatically flows exactly where it needs to go, to investments, to savings, to bills, the second you get paid. You pay yourself first, period. Big win number 2, start investing early and consistently. According to Sethi, this is, without a doubt, the single most important thing you can do to get rich. It's not about picking the perfect stock or timing the market. It's just about starting as early as you possibly can. Let's look at just how powerful this is with a classic story. Meet Sally. She starts investing $200 a month at age 35, and she only does it for 10 years. Then you've got Dan. He waits until he's 45, but he invests that same $200 a month for 20 years. That's twice as long. Okay, now look at this. This is what's really mind-blowing. Sally, who invested half as much money, only $24,000 total, ends up with over $60,000 more than Dan by the time they retire. How? It's the incredible power of compound interest. Her money just had more time to work its magic. So the takeaway here is crucial. You do not need a perfect plan. You just need to get started. Sethi calls this the 85% solution. It is so much better to start now with a good enough plan than to wait around forever for that perfect one that never actually comes. Action beats analysis paralysis every single time. All right, so where should your money go first? This ladder gives you the exact prioritized order. Step 1, contribute to your 401k just enough to get the full employer match. That's free money, you can't leave it on the table. Step 2, you attack any high-interest debt, like your credit cards. Get rid of it. Once that's done, step 3, open and fund a Roth IRA where your money can grow completely tax-free. Then for step 4, you circle back to your 401k and contribute even more, up to the max. Step 5, if you have access to a health savings account, or HSA, use it. It's another amazing tool. And finally, step 6, any extra money you've got goes into a regular investment account to really speed things up. Just follow the ladder in order. It's your roadmap. So why are we doing all this? What's the point of the automation, the investing, the whole system? Well, it's not about just sitting on a giant pile of money. It's about earning the freedom to design what Sethi calls your rich life. And what does that actually look like? Well, for Esli, it meant the freedom to take 9 months off work to go travel the world, all because her system was running for her in the background. For Kyle, it means taking these incredible month-long international trips every single year without any financial stress. One year it's South Africa, the next it's Korea. That's his rich life. And for Juliana, it means the security of having $200,000 saved for retirement, plus the absolute joy of paying for amazing vacations by planning for them consciously and automatically. So that brings us to the final and really the most important question. This isn't about what lattes you need to cut. It's about what you want to say a big, extravagant yes to. When you picture your rich life, what does it actually look like? Because answering that question, well, that's the real first step to making it happen.